G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshops. This is Tony, how are you? You can see the scenery is a little bit different today in the video to usual, because normally I'm standing at the lathe. Today I'm sitting down, I'm relaxing. It's Saturday morning, and I hope you guys are too. How are we all? Let me just check on here, see if we can get the Brett, how are you, buddy? A very good morning to you, mate. This fine Saturday morning. As you can see, I'm ready to relax but still do a little bit. So we're just going to clean up these blanks. It's just going to be a very casual, friendly chit-chat morning this morning, I think. For a change. Sound good? So I've got the laptop off to the side of me here where it normally is with the music and that over there. I've just put a little bench up here just so I can sit stuff on it. I've got heaps of little tools and bits and pieces here, and I can control the laptop from the mouse just here. So we're all set. We've still got the four cameras up, but I don't think we'll have to use them all, to be honest, this morning. But we'll see how we go. Yeah, I've got my legs here, mate. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just going to be a slow, relaxed, nothing too much exciting to see in this one. It's just going to be cleaning up some of these old pieces of burl that you can see in front of me here. So let me just see if I can get to camera 3 from here. So yeah, so there you go. We've just got those scabby old bits of rotten, punky, spalted timber. I think it was crow's ash, but I'll need to check. I think it was crow's ash, this timber. But when it was given to me, it was in a plastic bag, and they were just powder, basically. When you each time you picked them up, they just fell to bits. So that was obviously why they had to be stabilised, but I'm hoping that we can get a nice look out of them with a little bit of resin. And some will probably turn out better than others too, so yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. But one never knows if we never try these things, aye, so you're going to try them. So yeah, we'll go back to there for now. We'll just see if we get anybody else in the chat. I don't know who else is going to show up this morning. Oh, we got Grey Dog. G'day, mate. How are you? Hope you're well. This fine Saturday morning, or what is it? Your neck of the woods? Is it Friday night? Or are you? Yeah, you're behind us, aren't you? So yeah, so I've got my little Fordham tool here. Just give that a little bit of a blow off. One of my lights blew, one of my studio lights, so it might be a little bit dark. I'm going to have to try and see if I can pick up some fuses today. It's blowing a fuse. I hope it's not blowing the lamps, because it's the one with the 6 lamps in it. So, or one of the ones with the 6 lamps in it. So yeah, so I'll just have to see if I can get another fuse. I'll pop another fuse in it. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, take it from there. So like I said, I'm just going to spend a bit of time cleaning these blanks up this morning, so nothing too exciting, but hopefully we can have a little bit more of a chat along the way. And yeah. Friday evening, yeah, I thought it was, mate, yeah. Time to chill, you're coming into the weekend. We've just hit our weekend this morning, so, well, it starts Friday, I suppose, but yeah, Saturday morning here. So I was just saying to Brett, we're just going to have a chilly, cruisy one this morning with nothing too exciting. I'm just going to clean up some of the stabilising resin off the bottoms of these blanks. Now, the reason I've got that resin around the bottom of them, just let me just go to camera 2. It might show it a little bit better. So you can see we've got a build up of resin for about 1 inch on the bottom of the blanks there, or maybe even a bit harder than that. Let's go to camera 3, and you'll see it better in that one. So you can see there we've got a bit of resin just in that first inch of the blank. Now what that was because they soak up that much resin, and when you put them in the oven, the resin's still liquid inside the timber, and what happens is the excess will run to the bottom. So they were standing up that way, so obviously the resin's run down, and anywhere where it can sit, it starts to bubble up in the tray, and it crystallizes on the bottom of the blanks. So it does that all the way around, and it's done that to all 6 blanks. So I'm just going to clean all that off, and it also gathers in some of the holes. So where there's holes in the blank like there, you can see there's a little bit of resin build up in there as well. So we're just going to sort of clean all that up, and really what we're trying to do is just get rid of that excess resin so that we can get a coloured resin in there. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're about this morning anyway. So yeah, exactly. Alrighty, let's make a start. So I've got my little Fordham in front of me here. This is a little micromotor Fordham. So I've got a foot pedal on the ground here, and I've also got a speed controller up here. I have a forward and reverse on the front, and I can switch it between hand and foot. So yeah, it's quite a nice little machine actually, because they're quite quiet, as you can hear there. So and they do a fantastic job. So I've got a yellow, what do they call them? A saber tooth. So again, this is all stuff that comes out of the States, and that's a yellow one. So I think the yellow one is the finer one, and then I think the green one's the coarse one, and then I think they go to a red or something like that, I think, which is really, really coarse. I just can't remember off the top of my head now, but anyway, that's what they are. So I'm going to use that bit, and you'll see it in the shot there. If I go to camera 3 again, you'll see that bit there. It's just a long, thin bit with like ragged teeth on it, and they work quite efficiently actually. So yeah, we're just going to run in with that and just try and get the bulk of that resin away, or the excess resin I should say. So yeah, all good now, Grey Dog. I done 3 full long days with the SES, because we had really bad storms over here last week, and we had giant hailstones. The hailstones were around about 130 millimeters, so they were huge. They were like that, and a couple of suburbs not too far away from where we are just got absolutely smashed. So it smashed all the concrete tile roofs. We went to one house and there must have been like 30 holes where it had just gone straight through the concrete tiles, and a lot of tiles cracked and smashed. So with the State Emergency Service, I volunteered on the, I think it was the Saturday. I was pretty much out there all day, all night on the Saturday, and then I volunteered on the Sunday as well, and then I also volunteered on the Monday. And I think probably what happened was I probably just done too much, to be honest. I'm not used to that now, because I've been sort of semi-retired for the last well, probably 4 years now, maybe even more, and I wasn't used to it, and I think it's just instigated the rheumatoid. It was in my left wrist and the back of my hand. The back of my hand just swelled up like a balloon, and my wrist was sore, and yeah, I had no strength in my hands. So basically I had to go back on the steroids again, and 3 days of steroids and it was all good again. So yeah, so I've been good for the last couple of days, so it's been pretty good. But the SES crews were still going out day and night, and have been for the whole week. So I think they're just starting to get on top of it now. One of the areas where, which is sort of just outside our area of control with the SCS, they had 1,700 calls for people requesting repairs to their damaged roofs. 1,700 calls. And we had something like, I think we were about 500 or 600, something like that, maybe even 700. And yeah, so it was pretty bad. It was a bad storm, bad hail. They reckon the damage bill's up in the billions of dollars for houses being damaged, and obviously a lot of cars and other stuff would have been damaged as well. So yeah, but anyway, we're all good now, mate. So let's get going anyway, and we'll just chat away as we feel free. So guys, like I said, I know it's not going to be nothing too special today, but just bear with me. And like I said, it's just a friendly, chatty one today. So I'll put camera 2 on that shot, and I might move that picture in picture if I can. I'll move it to bottom left. There we go. How's that? Now you can see better, right? So yeah, that's better. That's good. So we'll go with that shot for now, and we'll just switch back to the chat and we'll see how we are, right? So like I said, I'm just going to dig away in this, and there'll be a bit of dust comes off this as well, but I've got the airline here beside me, so so that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to and even where there's little, you know, little holes where, actually I should get my gloves as well. I've got a couple of gloves here that I put on just to give me a little bit of added protection, just in case I do slip by hand. So we'll whack at least one of them on anyway. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, so feel free to ask away any questions, guys, or if you've got any input into what I'm doing or how I should do it, or you know, whatever, just sing out, aye. So yeah, so it's really just, I mean, it doesn't matter if you dig into the timber either, because once we fill it with resin and then we shape it to whatever shape, you're never going to know what's going on in here anyway. So it's just really a case of making sure we get rid of all that excess resin, because we don't want that to be seen, and that's the only reason I'm cleaning it up. Otherwise I would have just left it. But when you see that brown crusty resin, it looks kind of ugly and horrible, so so are you on the road this morning, Brett, or are you at home, mate? Are you on a later shift again today, or? At least the timber can be worked on now, right? It, I mean, when I was working with it before it was stabilised, I mean, it was just powder. I mean, you touched it and it just disintegrated in your hand and your fingers, so it's certainly fairly solid now, and it's got a bit of heft behind it now as well, a bit of weight. These bits certainly take the resin off it fairly quickly. So we're getting there. That's sort of 1 and a bit sides kind of done. So anyway, I see that resin, I'm just hitting it with the foredom. And I'm starting to, when I'm cleaning up this timber, I'm actually starting to see some of the spalting lines in the timber as well. So this side we just got a bit down the bottom here. And like I said, it doesn't matter if we get it all, we just want to take some of that crystallization sort of look out of it, because that's not going to let the other resin sort of bond to the timber properly either, and it will look kind of horrible when you turn it. So as long as we get rid of all that sort of crystallization sort of the stabilizing resin, we should be good. So one pickup later on today. So you got a nice cruisy morning, mate? Or you got things to do? I guess there's always something to do, eh? the resin in the hole there, so we'll dig that out. So that's not looking too bad now. We'll just get a little bit more in here to do. Still long enough, mate. That's like me jumping in the car here and going from Brisbane to Coffs Harbour. Oh no, sorry, to... oh yeah, no, that would get us down as far as Coffs, I think. About 4 hours, 5 hours. That's good, mate. Enjoy it. Relax, kick back, bit of me time. And what about Grey Dog? What's Grey Dog up to? Yeah, that's cleaned up. Cleaning up quite nicely. We go to camera 3. So you can see there, starting to clean up. We're getting rid of that resin off the bottom and in the cracks and the holes. And that's all we want to do. We just want to get it nice and clean. We've still got a couple of sides and the bottom to do, so we'll keep going. on this side here, so we'll get into them ones. He must have gone back to sleep. Oh no, it's Friday Avo, isn't it? Maybe having dinner or something. Or watching who gets in. Watching Biden taking up presidency. In the White House. What a debacle that's been, eh? Probably got better things to do than sit and watch my carving up bits of rotten wood. The only reason I'm showing it is because you can see where the you know, what's been done to it once it's turned into a handle. Okay, I think they'll be quite spectacular. We thought you might have just been away watching the final stages of Biden taking up presidency in the White House. And booting Mr. Trump out. You reckon? I mean, our media is probably painting a different picture to the picture that you guys are getting over there. Yeah, the media tend to portray what they want to portray, don't they? Yeah, we've seen that. We've got that in the media here. They're reporting that. But what they're saying here is that Mr. Trump hasn't been able to show any evidence or any proof of what's been going on. So they're basically saying that his accusations are unfounded. Yeah, they did. They cut him off because they were just saying it was just rubbish, you know. But that's, like I said, that's what our media is saying, so. One would never know, though. quite nicely actually. I'll show you it in a tick from what it was. Still got the one side to go and then the bottom, and then we can probably start another one. These are a great tool, by the way, these forums. There's so much you can do with them, aye. Yeah, that's true, Grey Dog. I mean, he hasn't had an easy run he's had to do it all on his own, hasn't he? And go against them, you know, on his own. Certainly got to give him that. He didn't give up. He got stuck into it. So January 21. I'll show you the spalting in this piece in a minute. Okay. I'll move these out the way so that I don't blow them off there. Just all different bits that I have, but probably won't need them all. This one's doing the job just fine. That can go in there, out the way. They can sit there and that'll be fine. So if I change to camera 3 here, camera 3, and you'll see the you can see all the spalting lines in that one. And you can see we've cleaned it up a fair bit. You're just going to do the bottom now. You can see all the resin encrusted on the bottom. So we'll do that now. There we go. resin blank. We'll just give it another little bit of a clean up in the in that hole. See that one's done. I'll just clean up the end a little bit on this one. And I think that's probably going to do us for this one. No, it's not absolutely necessary to do the bottom mate, but it's just that will sit in the mould. So I mean, the bottoms get turned off anyway, but I like to have things nice and clean. So I mean, there's the mould there, and that's going to sit in there. So I probably will have to just trim up the bottoms anyway, just to get it to sit in there, as you can see there. And then hopefully we can, I'll probably actually make this a little bit smaller in size, so that when the block sits in there, the resin can get all the way around the blank, so that every hole will get filled. And then obviously, when we cast these with coloured resin, what we'll also be doing is we'll also be putting it under pressure. So yeah, it'll just be a case of tidying up the ends a little bit. So I will have to cut them off. So I'd rather cut that excess resin off rather than put that through my saw as well. But not absolutely necessary, right? It just keeps it a bit cleaner, that's all. So yeah, so as you can see there, that's that finished blank. I'll just get that mould out the way again. So that's that finished blank now, and it's a lot tidier and a lot more presentable now, and ready for you know, putting resin in it and letting it bond. Because this is stabilised too, the epoxy resin should actually get a good hold on that too. So hopefully all going well, and hopefully we can get some nice sort of looks out of this as well. There's a couple of the pieces are going to probably look better than others, just with regards to the amount of rot that's in them where they've hollowed out, like this one here. You can see there's a big hole crack up there. This one's got a whole section missing, you know, out the side, and there's holes that you can see daylight through, so they're all going to fill up with resin. So they're the ones that you know, I'll have to spend a little bit more time with, trying to get the tool in there into the holes without it catching and that sort of thing. So but anyway, they've all got to be done, you know. Anyway, we'll soldier on. I'll get the chat back up. They should make for really interesting handles too. I really think they'll be something pretty special, you know, once they're cast. And obviously we can pick either really bright colours, or we can tone them down and make them more natural colours, like, you know, bronze and coppery browns, greens, you know, stuff like that. So, oh, I mentioned green, didn't I? So yeah, so I mean, you know, we can get different looks too, just depending on what colour resin we're going to mix in with them as well. So yeah, it should be good though. So I'll keep going anyway. This one's got some nice fault lines in it as well. So and these saber-tooth bits are absolutely fantastic, they really are. A product out of the US. But they last forever. They're quite expensive. I think we pay about $20 odd or something, $20 odd, $30 for them here. But they last for ages, you know, they're just great tools. Sorry mate, let me just go back to that one, and then we can put picture in picture as that one there. How's that, buddy? Probably should have the one where I'm working. So if we go camera 2 there, and we should put P1 there. How's that? Some of these little ones here are just in the surface, so you know, they're not going to take on resin anyway, because they'll get turned off when it's in the light. They'll get turned away. chat back up. You can see what you guys are saying about me. Yeah, we got vision, we got sound, we got a bit of music. Yeah, all good with the dust, buddy. No worries at all. Oh dear, that's not good, Grey Dog. Side done. We'll give this side a bit of a clean up now. It's not got a lot on it this side. More down the bottom there. Certainly takes the resin off real quick, these bits, that's for sure. quantity. Where's the chat? There we are. Oh God. Found a hole in that one, look. That's all good. Just lets a little bit resin through. T-Man, how are you, buddy? Sign you up for your next TF Customs with a rhodium knot. You must be loving it, mate, are you? It's certainly worth it, I'll tell you that. And that's why we have gloves on. It's getting a little bit carried away there. Okay. Yeah, it's always hard with family too, eh? Right, so just got to be extra careful here because I'm trying to dig into this hole. And I've just got to be careful that the tool doesn't grab. So it's got a couple of holes coming through the other way, so I'm going to clean up this other side as well. See what we've got. Okay, let's see what we've got there. Yes, I'm with you on that one, Grey Dog. I'm certainly with you, mate. Right. Right, let's see what we got. Yeah, so there's a nice crack going down inside this one. So I'm going to keep digging on that one. Although once it goes under pressure with the coloured resin, that'll probably fill up anyway. So I'm thinking I might just give that a little bit of a clean up on the edges. And that one might do us there, I think. We'll let the resin fill the rest. Do that one, I think. Just tidy it up now. That sounds nice, T-Man. A light icy colour versus Northern Lights combo. That sounds pretty cool. You guys are shockers. Well, that one was a nice big hole. Wow. Where does that go? Ah, there it is. There's a lot of resin in that hole there. Just got to be careful I don't get a catch you. I just want to make sure that in this hole I get rid of all the loose resin. So coloured resin there, okay. So far that looks alright. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yep, I'll do that. So where else do we need to do? That's all the sides done. We'll probably just clean up that end a little bit. That end's okay. Yeah, I'll have a coffee tea, man. Cheers, buddy. Where is Amber? She's probably at the markets. Oh no, Friday night. Friday night, I don't know. Maybe busy. She might be working, she might be making things. I think she's got a few stalls coming up, a few markets, craft markets and stuff. She might be too busy. Right, we'll just clean up this end. A few holes in there to dig out, and then this one will be done. Have a look inside. Want to try and get rid of that crusty stuff, you know. Stuff in there, so I'm going to try and get that out. The bits near where it's full depth, so I can't actually go in too much further in there, but I think we're getting the worst of it now. This one. Let's see what's in this one. It's good to hear you're enjoying those knots, mate. They are beautiful knots, aye. And made right here in Australia, which is good. A bit more on that one. So there you go, let me show you this one. So we'll go to camera 3. A lot of holes in that end, that's the ones I was just digging out with a bit. I think we've got them now though, so yeah, so there's another one done, all cleaned up. So that's what they look like before they're cleaned up, that's what they look like after they're cleaned up. Not a lot of difference. So, let's see what you're up to. Gotta keep, oh, Witchy Woman's in. Ah, good stuff. Ducks, ducks and more ducks and ducks nuts. Yeah, this one here's, well actually there's a few of them that are, this one's got a lot of holes in it as well, see? Both in through the end and in through the side. So they're all like grub holes and, you know, rotten and, you know, whatever's been living in there. A lot of it I think is probably rotted away, like softer pieces have rotted obviously earlier than the harder pieces. You know, this one's got half its side missing, so that's going to get resin right up through it as well. But just got to clean them up first. It's the painful part, cleaning them up. Pouring the resin in and then putting them in under pressure is no problem. And obviously these two are done, so They're ready to be cast now. I'll probably end up just cutting the ends off, making the blanks slightly smaller than the mould. So that's the mould there, and they've got to be slightly smaller so that we can actually get resin all the way around, so that when we put it in the pressure pot, we'll fill to this level. The timber needs to be a little bit lower so that when it fills up all the holes under pressure, that we don't end up short of resin. So it's like a reservoir. So, but I've just got to cut the blanks down just a little bit. That one's not too bad. Probably end for end it needs to be a little bit looser. Side to side it's not too bad. It should let the resin get in there. But end to end is probably a little bit too tight. So, but anyway, that's how we're going to go with it, and hopefully we'll get some nice handle blanks out of those. But I'll keep going anyway for now. I'm just going to start digging out more here. So I've got the little fordham, the little microcontrol fordham. That's what I'm using to dig the stabilising resin out. And basically I've got one of those little saber tooth cutters in it, which I think is a yellow, which is the fine one, I think. And they work really well. You can push them in there quite reasonable and to get all the crusty resin out, and they're good for cleaning up the surface as well. So like I'll just sort of show you that one there. You can see it's, you know, pretty yucky looking, but we're just going to clean it up. You can see the spalt lines in the timber, in some of the timber as well now. Colour wise, I don't know how the timber's going to go. I think we should end up with some light and dark areas, I'd say. And obviously we'll get the resin in where all the holes are, the cracks are. And then you'll obviously have the spalted lines in it. So they should be quite unique when they're done, if they turn out okay, that is. But there's no way I would have been able to hold this timber like this and work this timber like this. It was just literally turning to powder in your hand when you tried to pick the pieces up. So you can see how the stabilising certainly made pulled it all together and tightened it all up again. Solidified it. So you know, there's it cleaned up a bit now on that face there. Now I just got to dig all the holes out, but we'll clean all the faces up and then we'll clean the holes out. We'll get the chat back up for a sec. We'll put you back to camera 2. There, that's good. We've got the little picture-in-picture there, and we'll put a little subscribe bottom right there for a second, for a little while. I'll get the chat back up and we'll see what yous are up to. Got to keep an eye on you, just make sure you don't get yourselves into any trouble. Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time it's been done, Brett, with the saving the pieces of wood. It actually is a technique that some people that use, where they'll go and lay logs and stumps out in their backyard in the ground, and they'll keep getting them wet, and you know, just let them spalt away naturally themselves. There is people that just do that kind of stuff, you know. So these pieces were given to me by a friend down the Gold Coast. who dabbles in, you know, timber, and he does turning and that as well. And he asked me if I wanted them, so I says, yeah, I'll take them. I'll play with them, you know. So here we are. When you start digging in some of these holes, some of them take you into other holes, you know, so you got to be careful. So, I was wondering about your shoulder reconstruction, mate. I couldn't remember because you weren't in the other night, and I thought, oh, I wonder if he's gone in for his shoulder reconstruction. But anyway, you're still here. So it's next Friday, or this coming Friday, next Friday, yeah. Ouch, ligaments, rotor cuff. Yeah, that'll put you out of action for a little while, mate. You'll need to take it easy, give it plenty of time to heal. Yeah, if you just look up how to spot timber amber, you'll find some interesting stuff. You can do it with most timbers, and it's just a case of, you know, laying it on the ground in a nice dampish type spot, and eventually it'll just spalt away. And then just get stuck in it with a Dremel. And I'm using a Fordham here, which is a lovely little tool. Comes in so handy. I think that hole just linked up with that hole, I think. Yep. So let's do a little bit more digging in there now, just to clean that up, because there's a bit of loose stuff in there. worst part, because you can't see inside, so you don't know what you've got inside, you know. So that looks fairly clear now. Maybe just a little bit around the edge there. I think that'll do it for that hole anyway. That sounds like a plan, Amber. Getting the ladies involved. So there's quite a bit of digging in this one. It's going to have to happen. A lady with a plan, a lady with a plan. I like it. I like it. Right. I'm just going to have to work away on some of these holes and see what they lead to. Some of them may be filled with the resin anyway, So it'll just be taking the crusty stuff out. Might go in from that end, because this looks like it could be holes coming in from the end. So we'll try that. Get rid of that excess. Blow the dust away. Now, let's see, how long have we been going? It's not telling me on YouTube. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:48. I think we'll finish this one, and I think we'll call it a day. I think, guys, eh? You're not going to watch me sit and do this to 6 blanks, although I'll probably put the other 3 aside for now, and I'll concentrate on casting these 3 in one of the screens. Just trying to see if this hole leads to anywhere. Doesn't appear to. It does look like there's a lot of resin up in there, so I'm just trying to see if it leads to anywhere, you know. That's better. That's got it. So that hole did link up with that hole, so I'm just going to ream that out a little bit now. Those holes will definitely make the blank look a lot more interesting once it's got resin in it. Yep, it's getting there, it's getting there. Right, let's see if we let's see how that looks. Yeah, still a little bit of loose stuff in there that we'll need to dig out, so yeah, we're getting into it now. Right, just a little bit of cleaning up to do. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Come here, pedal. Let me have a look, say. Yeah, I agree with that one, Brett. It's a brilliant idea. I've seen that done before too. The weather's getting crazy. What, as in good or bad? Well, we've just had a bad storm. This side's not too bad. I've got another hole going through there. Where did I see that? I lost it now. Lost it. It's in there, there it is. So it goes up into here. Somewhere. And there's another one. And that meets up with somewhere too, but I can't see where. digging for holes. I'd like to find where that one goes, because that would be a good one to find. Ah, might go up into there. Whoa, I'll never reach in there to get that one. All right, let's see what we've got in here. Okay, we've got a little bit of cleaning up in there. That's that done. A little bit in there. That links up to that. So we're getting a few holes linking up now, but just want to make sure we get all the excess resin out. And without getting a catch. So that's looking not too bad. Probably going that way now. That's good. That's good. Yep, we can see in there now. Yeah, we've got a lot of little cavities in this one, so yeah. Hopefully we can get all the crappy stuff out and get some nice coloured resin in there. That'd be nice. It's looking not too bad. A bit more in here though to come out. Right, I think we're almost there for this place. Let's have a looky. Yep, lots of can't get in any further in there, but there is a big hole in there, but I don't know. Oh, might be going to that one. see where that comes out. Yep, that's where it goes. You've got a hole right through the middle, one into the other. Plus all these other little ones. So a little bit more in there. Right. I think we're almost done with this one too now. Clean up the end. Okay, rain on the way. Well, if you need it, it's good. Righty. So what I'm doing here is I'm just, anywhere where I see a build-up of the yellow browny stabilising resin, I'm just trying to dig it out so that we allow for more coloured resin to get in there. Plus, I don't think it'll look very nice if you see big clumps of that resin sitting in amongst it once we start turning the handle down. So really all I'm doing here now is just a bit of a clean up and making sure that everything's looking as best as I can get it. Obviously I can't get inside the blank to see what's in there, but as long as we get out what we can get out. So yeah, there's holes all the way through this one linking up one another, so if we can get resin in them, should come up quite nice, I think. Just trying to see if there's any more cleaning up to do. There's a little bit. Have a look in that. Almost there with this one. It's really just clean up time. too bad. Where else? Nearly. That's why I wear the gloves. Right, now I'll just take that out. That's it. Put that back in, lock it. Oh, that's lock. No, that's not locking in there now. What's happened there? I'm wondering if the little collet slipped. Probably going to have to get the pliers on that and pull that out. It seems fairly tight. Oh, there we go. Now, and that's the release. I don't know why that's all of a sudden gone loose in there. That's gripping there, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to tighten on the actual bit itself. So no, it's not tightening on the bit for whatever reason, which it should. We do have another collet. I think it might be in the other. Where is it? I might have to do this for the day. I'll find the other collet, because that one's not holding. Strange, because it was holding fine. Oh well, not to worry. That'll do us for the day. Oh, there's the other collet there. But that's way too small for that bit. That is the right size for this bit, I'm sure. Although it does feel. I wonder if it has to screw in on that. I'll need to check my manual, I think. That's what it is, I think. It needs to screw in. That's what it was. Yeah, I done threaded itself, that's what the problem was. Anyway, let me just take out a little bit more in a couple of areas. Just needs a little bit of tidying up, and I better put my glove back on because it has saved me a couple of times. And a little bit in there. That'll do that. A little bit up in there. So I'm just cleaning up any bits that, you know, I think might look a bit ugly once we start to turn and start exposing some areas. That's all looking not too bad now. So it's really just, yeah, tidying up. Housework, cleaning up little bits here and there. Can't get in there. Right, yeah, that looks okay. That's okay. Still a little bit more in there. Right, we've got a few little bits to clean up on this face here, and then that'll be this one done. See, that was another save in my glove. The tool just slipped right off the edge of the blank there, and there's another hole starting there, see? So where we can take them out, we'll take them out. Because it will just all add to the final effect of the handle once we get resin in there. Right, let's have a look at that. Okay, yeah, that's starting to look pretty good. Just going to clean up this face because there's a lot of crack that's in here, and I want to see if it's resin or timber. Let's have a looky. I think it's just surface stuff, so I'm not going to get too carried away with it. There's another hole. So they're all starting to link up now. As you can see. Okay. And I think this is about it. Yep, I think that'll do it. Check this one out. Let me see if I can get this one up in the picture. And we'll go to camera 3 with this one. Let me get rid of that little picture-in-picture there. That was bottom right. We'll get rid of that. So you can see it's got holes all the way through it from different ends. So we cleaned all those holes out. Gotten rid of all the yellow crusty stabilizing resin. And hopefully that will get lots of little bits of resin through it when we turn it. So again, it's all reasonably cleaned up now. So when you look at, you know, those three there, and then you look at the crusty, crappy resin on those three there. So like I say, we've still got these three to do, but that can be another day. I think we've kept you for long enough, rather than take up too much of your weekend. So I think we'll call the stream to an end now. And I'll just put this one up here and just thank these guys personally. So Razor and Sam and Brett and T-Man, thank you for your continued support, guys. It's very much appreciated. And thank you to everybody else that drops in, our regulars from over the pond. It's much appreciated. Really is. And I just go back to the chat, see if we've still got a few there. I know we've got Brett there. We've still got Amber. I don't know who else is in there, but anyway, it's all good. So yeah, so we'll look forward to doing these ones in a stream, guys. We'll switch this off. We'll probably I'll cut them to size off camera, just so that they're slightly smaller than the silicone mold, the internal dimension. And then what we'll do is we'll maybe cast them. We'll mix up some resin and we'll cast them, and we'll pour some coloured resins in there and put it in the pressure pot, and then we'll see what we get out of it, eh? Should be interesting, hopefully. So yeah, you got to try these different things, and you know, no worries, Brett. We'll see you hopefully on Tuesday night, all going well. And the rest of you guys, hopefully we'll see you all on Tuesday. So until then, I will go back to the main camera shot. Here we go. So until then, you guys all take care, stay safe, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and we'll catch you on Tuesday night, eh? How's that sound? Good all. See you later, eh? Cheers for now. Thank you.